Hello everyone, Aeshmah here, and welcome back to Ni No Kuni 2. Last time we had a little run-in with Master Pugnacious, and well, it found out that they are like cheating with their dice back in Goldpaw, and thus also cheated out Niall out of his forest. Now, in order to actually find the secret about the dice, we made our way to the old forest in the Forest of Niall. And we are probably about to have a nice little boss fight over here, so let's go and take a look.
Wow.
They've been busy. So this is where they're making the trick dice. How shall we do this? Shouting our heads off?
No.
We can't draw attention to ourselves. We need to slip in undetected and find out what they're doing. Hide yourselves! Some swaps are coming! That is not the accent I normally do for him. Why did they have to build it so far away? Any closer, and the people of the city would surely discover it. They're from Goldpaw. They must be. I have a mighty fine idea all of a sudden. Yeah, I think I might be thinking what you're thinking. Huh? Yes, I should have expected as much from a pair of sky pirates. Are you sure this will work? Only one way to find out, lad. We'll keep watch out here. Off you go and sneak into that there dice factory. Just don't be too long, alright? Yes, we don't have much choice. Come on. Huh. Only the two of us now, huh? Alright. Phew, I was sure he was going to see through our disguise. Well, he didn't. Looks like this might just work.
Alright.
We need at least two forms of proof. The first is something tied Pugnacious directly to the deception. Some kind of documentary evidence would be ideal. The next is evidence of how they're manipulating the dice. My guess is they're not using magic.
Oh.
Really? But how else could it be done? Oh, there are ways. We have a few different techniques for manipulating things from a distance where I'm from. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody here has come up with something similar. Let's find that proof. Let's do it. These disguises should help us get close to the people who work here. Maybe we can pick up some clues. Well, let's go to talk to some people then, huh?
Hey there.
You're there. Have you seen my blueprints? You do not even know where blueprints are? Ah, forgive me. I should have taken better care of them. There, all the dice meet the required standard, and that is this week's quota met. So now it's time to relax. Arf, arf. There are an awful lot of dice there, my friend. It's a huge pile of trick dice for use in the casino. They don't seem to have anything to do with Lady Luck's diet, though.
Yes.
Goldpaw has long been famous for its tricks and contraptions, you know. It is our job to take all this knowledge and use it to create ever more exciting dice. And only we high officials of the realm are permitted the privilege of working with them. Such an honor, such a great honor. This? Oh, it is a proposal suggesting a few improvements to our basic dice design. Yeah. We cannot go on making the same old thing forever after all. We should be seeking out new ideas all the while. No ideas, huh? There's plenty of notes on ordering materials and so on. but none of it proves that Pugnacious has done anything wrong.
Yeah.
You must excuse me, I'm rather busy at the moment. I must assemble all the necessary documents in order to process the factory accounts. Sometimes I regret choosing to work in the accounting department. Constantly hounded by everybody, and never a word of thanks. Huge pile of trick dice to use for in the casino. They don't seem to have anything. No. Nothing here. You obtained a set of signed instructions.
Oh.
Look at this! It was in the drawer. There's Pugnacious' signature at the bottom. It looks like instructions on what he wants them to build. I'm guessing these were supposed to be destroyed. Luckily for us, somebody didn't do their job. Well, that's certainly undeniable proof. Wonderful! We still have one more piece of proof. The device for manipulating Ladyluck's dice that we were talking about? Yeah, there must be a prototype or a spare somewhere around here. Let's ask around. Well, I guess somebody couldn't their job because they are all working from home due to the coronavirus here, huh? Ah, there goes some quite actual information for you. State of the world and all that. Falling you back into the real world. I am sick to the back teeth of churning out regular dice day after day. When I will finally be allowed to work in the trick dice department.
Hey there.
How many dice have you made today, friend? I'm feeling especially productive. I think I may even break my daily record. Well, you are enthusiastic, huh?
Yep.
My superior told me recently that, despite appearances to the contrary, these devices are not actually powered by magic. He says that, in fact, they rely on a technology that we imported from another kingdom. I'm not sure I believe him. It looks like just magic to me. So they are remote controlled? Hmm? Where is the spare control unit? I am certain they left it here on the table. Looks like some kind of control unit, but there's no way you'd be able to sneak it out from under that worker's nose. There might be another one lying around somewhere, though. How dare you? I'm not idling. I have something very important to do. What about you? Shouldn't I be getting back to work also? There are plenty of interesting objects on the shelves, but none of them appear to provide any evidence of wrongdoing. Ah, there it is. You obtained a remote device.
Ah.
Roland, look! This must be it. And based on all this stuff, it looks like what I thought. Remote control for Lady Luck's dice. It's just like you said. A lucky guess. Anyhow, Pugnacious must have one of these. So this is how he keeps the taxes so high? And how he stole Niall's forest from him? It sure seems that way. And it's also how we're going to make him pay. That's everything we need. Come on, let's get out of here. But first, let's have a quick look at the tactics trigger. No. Nothing we can do for now. Sad face. Unauthorized intruders detected. Initiating attack sequence. That was quick.
My goodness!
Tiny, where to?
Blimey!
Sorry, looks like we got rumbled. What's this horrible thing doing here anyway? I don't like our chances, girlie. Ah, they're trapped.
Come on!
Then we have to help them. Well, like I said, boss fight. It's been a while since we had our last one, huh? I think it was the Wyvern's Warlord, was it? Mossy Monument.
Watch your backs.
Well, here we go. Ow. Ow. Leave me be, will ya? Jesus, pick on somebody your size. Ow. Dude! There are other people here that you can go and pick on.
I need your help.
Still, it's nice that he is poisoned. Makes things a bit easier.
I'm counting on you.
Heh! He hurt himself. Dumbass.
I need your help.
What's he doing?
I'm sorry.
Out! God damn it! That hurt. Can't see shit here.
Mind if I do?
Oh yeah, we just tried to steal something from him, huh? Oh, where is he? There he is.
Think I'm
Ah, come on now. Well, at least we are back to Roland. Come on. Yes. Whew. That certainly was a bit dicey. Yeah, I thought me goose was cooked there for a second. Looks like the people in the factory didn't notice the wreckage either. You got lucky there. Well, did you find your precious proof? Yes, we found the dice Pugnacious uses to control the dice movement. Ah, that's the stuff, lad. Now we can hang the swindling dog out to dry. We sure can. With this thing to help us, we'll be able to expose him for the fraud he is. Evan, you need to be sure you're okay with what we're about to do. We'll be interfering directly in another country's affairs. If it doesn't go well for us, things could get ugly. And if they go really badly, you could be making an enemy of an entire nation. Are you willing to take that risk? Stealing from one's own people is unforgivable. We cannot stand by and let that happen. We have to give the citizens of Goldpaw their country back.
That's the stuff, man.
yeah.
I knew you wouldn't let him walk all over them.
Aye.
The government kingly by the day, your majesty. You really are starting to sound like a king, you know that? Alright, our leader has set out his policy. And now it's time to implement it. Sure is. But first, let's quickly go around here, collect some stuff. Is that a Higgledy stone I spot? A voice can be heard coming from the Higgledy stone. Alright, traveler, show me what you've got. Give me what I like, and I will like you quite a lot. Hey, I know, it's talking about the mushrooms, ain't it? The sticky, slimy, gunky ones. So, the gunk shrooms. You try offering up a bunch of gunk shrooms. Well done, traveler. This is what I mean. That's the greatest offering that I've ever seen. Who are you? The higgledy hidden inside the stone comes flying out. Muttonbane the Mushy. Alright then. We have our 5th higgledy, and that means we can go around and change them if we do so want. What do we have here? Elite Sorcerer's Ring. Ah. This could come in handy, Rager. Well, let's go and have a rest at the stone here. And have a quick look at our equipment. See if there's anything new we should equip. Oh, yes. Damn bulldozer. But I don't think we found anything else that's for a while, right? Magic boosted when HP is low. Ah. Do not quite like that. Oh, we got a better baby buckler though. Sure. Anything else? Oh well. It's not much, but it's something. Wands, swords. Oh, we could change that around. And then give him, well, this. Sure. Damage by wands, nobody else can do that. Yeah, I think I stay with the mage's ring there. Alright, that's good. So let's have a look at our higgledies. Muttonbane the Mushy. What are you? Phew. What does he do? Yeah, I don't think that you are worth it for now. So, yeah, sorry buddy. Got no use for your services. But do we have enough points? No. So I need 2 more. Alright then. Let's go back to Goldpaw and see Master Ignatius. Why don't we? Pugnacious, not Ignatius. Huh? Let's see what he has to say against our accusations and undeniable proof. Though I guess we will rather have a word with his house sorcerer here. What's it called again? Mandarin? Yeah. You know what I just noticed? He's a pug, isn't he? That's why he's called Pugnacious. Ah. Well, that goes my dump moment for the day. Anyway, you again. And did Lady Luck provide evidence of the dastardly machinations of which you imagined us guilty? Master Pugnacious, you have deceived Nile and your own people, the very people you're supposed to serve. More valid accusations, and where's your proof? Did you find evidence of trickery? Some ingenious device hidden somewhere inside Lady Luck, perhaps? Come on, you know we're onto you. Why not drop the act? There is no act to drop. I am innocent, as the Mistress of Fortune herself will attest. Will she now? Huh. That's not such a bad idea. I hear she's the one who passes judgment on legal matters around here. How does a trial sound?
Indeed.
Well, it is quite bold of her to say without having tested the device, huh? Sounds like a very fine idea indeed. Yes, and this is the way of Goldpaw. All matters of state, be they legal, political, or otherwise, are decided by the roll of the sacred dice. And as ruler of this great nation, I am more than willing to submit myself to the judgment of Lady Luck. But know that if I am found innocent, I shall treat your attempts at sedition with the gravity they deserve. You will be punished for crimes against the state. Do you accept my terms? We do. Then we will begin the preparations right away. Come to the square at the appointed time. I think they have another trick up their sleeve, don't they? Alright, time for the main event. I'll leave this to you, if you don't mind, Roland.
Sure.
I was hoping you'd say that. Are we prepared to do that? Well, I mean, I guess we just checked everything out, right? So, let's go on right ahead. The preparations are complete. The trial can get underway as soon as you have confirmed that you are ready. Well, shall we begin? Yes, we shall. Very well. If you would please take your places. I hereby convene the trial by fortune of Master Pugnacious, Grand High Roller of Goldpaw. Being the defendant, His Eminence will be unable to preside over this hearing. As such, it falls to me to discharge his duties. I hope you will forgive my doubtless clumsy efforts in this most unfamiliar role. The trial is underway? And with the Grand High Roller in the dock, no less. What in the world can have happened? Why are you dressed like that, Roland? Because this is a court of law. The defendant, Master Pugnacious, Grand High Roller of Goldpaw, bows his head before Lady Luck and submits to her judgment in this matter. He stands accused of dereliction of duty, specifically the knowing deception of his people. If the prosecution would like to begin by making its case. I intend to prove through this court that Master Pugnacious did knowingly and willingly, with the aid of a network of his most trusted retainers, defraud the very people with whose care he is entrusted. Further, I will show that he distributed devices among his accomplices, which were used to carry out deception on a grand scale through the manipulation of dice rolls. I do not doubt that you have found evidence of some trifling chicanery among low-level officials, but to allege that this administration as a whole is complicit in such behavior is preposterous. I do not, have not, and will never engage in dishonest practices of any kind, and to accuse me of such is to defame my character and call my good name into question. Perhaps you will permit those present to withhold judgment on the matter of your innocence until I have presented my proof.
But...
What is the meaning of this? I think you know very well. After all, this document was written by you, was it not? Ladies and gentlemen, I present the prosecution's key exhibit, written instructions for the assembly of manipulable dice clearly signed by Master Pugnacious. Does the accused have anything to say in his defense?
No.
Only that my prior outburst was merely an expression of shock at the brazenness of this shameless act. I have never seen this document in my life. To stoop to the fabrication of evidence is a pitiful tactic indeed. It is a forgery, plain and simple. Why don't we let Lady Luck be the judge of that? By all means. It seems that both sides are satisfied to entrust judgment on this matter to the Mistress of Fortune. May the die roll stand as the undisputed word of truth. Lady Luck, grant us an even number if this evidence be false. If it be otherwise, let the number be odd. Time to show the people of Goldpaw just how badly they've been misled. And now it won't work, huh? Well, that would be quite something.
Even the evidence is judged false. Lady Luck has spoken. Right, Your Majesty? No! What is happening? The die. Something is wrong with the die.
Which brings us to the crux of the prosecution's case. That Master Pugnacious knowingly manipulated Lady Luck.
What? No!
Yeah, with this remote control thingy.
Well. Interesting. This is... By the use of the remote control, the outcome of Lady Luck's die rolls can be readily manipulated. The prosecution was able to visit the place where these devices are manufactured and to procure one for its own purposes, namely the demonstration of this fraud. Master Pugnacious deliberately kept the taxes high and stole Niles force from him, and all using this horrible trick. Master Pugnacious. Can this really be true? Cheat! Deceiver! Shame on you! You are the Grand High Roller! Don't you have anything to say for yourself? All that I did for Goldpaw. I had to make my nation rich. Richer than any other. It was the only way. The bond with his people is weakening. Soon it will be time.
What's that?
It's the Kingmaker, Longfang.
He doesn't look happy.
Longfang? Here in the city? But why?
Master Pugnacious, your right to rule has been tested and found wanting. My plan is complete. Your king's bond is mine!
Well, isn't that something?
Wait!
Well, I guess we have a dragon on our hands. Longfang, Butcher, Baker, Kingmaker. Well, that is quite the occupation, huh? Where are we? It's an interdimensional dimension, isn't it? And if we don't do something, it'll eat up this whole kingdom.
What?
Then we have to stop Longfang.
You ain't wrong there.
You're not wrong there, my boy. Come on, let's knock some sense back into old Bitey, shall we? Yes, surely. That they ain't just a Kingmaker. She's a Kingmaker gone doolally. Or blast Realmwrecker. Don't be like that, man. There's a will, there's a way. He's lost his marbles, ain't it? Which means he can't keep a lid on all that power. And what happens to power you can't keep a lid on? That's right, it comes flying out of you. And the places where it comes flying out are exactly the right places to wallop. Hit him where it hurts, and you'll hurt him good and proper. Oh, and don't worry about knowing where these special spots are. Thanks to your bond with the Earth, truly, you'll be able to spot them, no problem.
Come on!
Weak spots. Realm Wreckers. They really are called that, huh? are kingmakers that have lost control of their enormous power and run wild as a result. This power escapes from them in bright, glowing bursts. The points from which this energy escapes are particularly vulnerable to attack, so if you focus your assault on them, you'll deal a lot more damage. Oh, that's good to know. But how do we reach you? Kingmakers are mysterious entities that have absorbed the power of kingmakers, giving them the ability to exploit their weaknesses when enough of them gather together. They're born from items into which a kingmaker has instilled its power, so if you smash up anything a kingmaker creates, you might just find them. When enough of them have appeared, a gold circle will surround them, and they'll beckon you over to press X and call on their always impressive assistance. Alright, so we gotta destroy these, right? Yeah. Flip the camera, focus on what I'm doing. Thank you. Hit the paw, hit the paw. Oh wait, over there. Alright then. Hitting the right spot. Well, that did quite some damage, I think. Ooh! Ah, good thing we weren't standing there, huh? Oh. Incoming! I think we've stunned him again, yes, we did. Well, this isn't actually so bad. I think. Whoa! Good try there, buddy. Fireproof barrier. Oh shit. We go down. Can we make it? Come on, come on. Ah. Eh. Well, this is quite useful, huh? But it's gone now. Nullified, sucker. And there he goes. The old realm wrecker. That was a cool fight. This is the square, ain't it? Phew, we're back. I suppose that means Longfang really has calmed down. For now, at least. Guess we better type some loose ends, huh? I have done the unforgivable. My desire to lift my kingdom out of poverty became an all-consuming greed. That weakness made me vulnerable, and he exploited it. Who was he? The one who stole your king's bond? He came to me some months ago. He promised secret knowledge, a knowledge of ways in which our nation might be made yet greater, and in return he sought high office. It was he who suggested that the dice be manipulated, who gave me the means by which it might be done. When did I fall under his spell, and how? How could I have allowed such a thing to happen? We managed to calm your kingmaker down, but without your king spawn, will things here be okay? You have bought us a little time. He will sleep a while yet. But in time, he will reawaken, and in the absence of the bond, he will seek to destroy our kingdom once again. But why, curse his scaly pate? There ain't a jot or rhyme or reason to such wanton savagery. Not now, shh! Master Pugnacious, for the sake of your kingdom, for the sake of your bond, will you help us? Forgive me, I haven't even introduced myself properly. I am Evan Pettiwesker of the House of Children. I have formed a pact with the Kingmaker of the Cradle of Light and mean to found a new nation in the Heartlands. Will you stand with me? So that is what I sensed in you. It was plain to me from the first that you were no ordinary child, but what is it that you propose? I want to protect our world. I want to make sure that nobody else has to lose what's most important to them. And I want you to help me. I will do all that I can, of course. I fear that he who stole my king's bond may not be satisfied with mine alone. This being so, we must stand together with our brother nations, all those on that is most dear to us. With this in mind, I mean to return Niall's forest to him. Indeed, I mean to return all that I stole. Oh, there's a change of heart. Word of my decision has been sent to Niall already, of course. How? When? Huh?
Thank you.
Good was. Really, thank you so much, Master Pugnacious. Goldpaw will rise again, and its people with it. I wish you good fortune in your quest, friends. Well, that all turned out quite okay, huh? I am consumed with shame at having deceived my people. Perhaps it is no longer right that I serve as Grand High Roller. Ah, come on, Pugs. Not so bad, is it? I mean, you were manipulated and all that. Just your standard King of a Kingdom JRPG stuff that happens, right? Alright, let's get back to Niall. See what he has to say about all this, huh?
Crevens.
You beauties here, you bunny wee beauties. I've got my forest back, and it's all thanks to yourselves. You can have all the trees you want, knock yourselves out.
Thank you.
Very much. Now we can finally start building our kingdom. Wait, Niall, Pugnacious had his kingspawn stolen by a creepy snake-headed weirdo. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Jinx.
Stolen? Jinx! His kingmaker must be tearing the place to pieces.
Oi.
I wanted to, sure enough. but we taught a little lesson and won't forget. Goldpaw safe for now. Kingspawn stealing is no mean feat, though. He didn't happen to be infusing things with an awful thingy fat, did he? Yes, a sort of purple aura? That'll be the Hard One's doing then, right enough? The Horned One. The old king made of a paste called Allegoria, a nasty piece of work, and no mistake. For someone to be using the beastie's powers would have to mean... I cannot see it being anyone but Doloran. He was the king that shared a bond with the creature. So we just need to go to this Allegoria place and get the bond back, right? I'll have a job there in that, I'm afraid. Allegoria hasn't existed for 2,000 or more years now. It disappeared along with the land on which it stood.
Golly.
So he's the king of a country which hasn't existed for centuries. What does that mean? Is he a ghost or something? Whatever he is, I'd say he's looking to pinch people's king's bones in order to try and ping the Horned One back somehow. And if he does that, the whole world be filled with purple fog before you can say, we're doomed! So Pugnacious was right. He'll be trying to steal more king's bones. Already, they need that for, man. Then we mustn't let him succeed. We can't let him bring back the Horned One. We sure can, but if we're going to stop him, we'll need the strength of an entire kingdom. A kingdom we haven't even started building yet. Then let's get to work, shall we? Ah, time to get building, me arties. Aye, sounds like a plan, right enough. Best come with you, you'll be needing my help. Really? Speaking of which, things will be getting on the way by now, I reckon.
I smells a smell on the wind. That a progress. Seems the mangy dogs got tired of twiddling their thumbs.
Oh my!
Where did all these people come from? I see sky pirates, greenlings, even a few people from Ding Dong Dell. They must all want to be citizens of our amazing new kingdom. That they must, right enough. But how did the swaps even know to come a knocking? Give me the thank that done. I didn't expect so many to turn up so soon, to be honest. I put the word out on the street, you can. A wee thank you for getting the old force back, like. That's more than we could have hoped for. Oh, think nothing of it. I asked only the teensy weens as a favor in return that you make me your Minister of Finance. There's none can pinch a penny like I can. You were just frothed out of your whole forest, dude. I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. So, if Niall's the Minister of Finance, I guess that makes Batu the Minister of Defense? A swab in charge of fighting, you mean? I like the sound of that deal. And I guess I can be your advisor. I have a little experience running a country. I'm sure I can help out here and there. No, you will be my chief consul. I'm no politician, Roland. I shall need your help. Well, that's very kind of you, Evan. I don't know if I'll be... It's the king's job to appoint us ministers, correct? Then I hereby appoint you chief consul. Well, alright then. Chief consul it is. By royal appointment.
Thank you.
No problem. Happy to see you're finally taking the lead. I suppose I am, aren't I? I'm still not sure if I'll be up to the job, but I have to try. And thanks to all of you, I finally feel ready to. I'll try my best, for your sakes, and for mine. Flip, man, I almost forgot! If we're building a kingdom, we need a proper tidy name, ain't it? To make things official like. I've been doing some thinking about that.
I've decided to call our kingdom Evermore.
Evermore, huh? I like it. Did you come up with that yourself? Oh no, it's from an ancient story. The story of a great kingdom whose people were so happy that they wished for it to last forever. Fitting. Alright, Mr. King, you've named your country. Time to address your adoring citizens. Yahar!
Oi! Listen up, ye mangy curs. King Evan's got a rousing speech for ya. Pay attention.
Huh? Thank you all. Building our new kingdom won't be easy, but we will build it. A beautiful, bountiful kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after. Wow. I want you all to join me on this journey. The road ahead may be a long one, but at the end of it, there is hope.
Oh, short and to the point, huh? Yes!
That wasn't half bad.
Nice speech, Evan. Couldn't have done better myself.
This is where it all begins. Here and now, our kingdom.
We're with you to the bitter end, lad. Come hell or high water.
Thank you, all of you.
So the people who had heeded Neil's call and flocked to the Heartlands set about building their new nation. And Evermore took its first faltering steps on the road to becoming a kingdom. A kingdom where everyone could live happily ever after. Just as Aranella had wished. Or so they hoped.
For someone with a brand new kingdom, you don't look very happy.
I am happy, but I'm worried. There's still so much we don't know. And now there's a force bent on destroying our whole world. How can I ever hope to overcome something like that?
You can't, on your own. But you're not on your own, are you?
No, not anymore. I have friends beside me, the best friends I could ever hope for.
That's right. So turn to them when you need to, and take it one step at a time. You'll get there in the end.
I suppose so. I can only do my best after all.
Exactly. And your best is only going to get better. I'll see you again soon, Evan.
Yes. See you soon.
Alright, and this marks the end of Chapter 3. And I guess of this episode as well, as I think we've made quite a lot of progress on this one. Once again, I mean, defeating 2 bosses, saving a kingdom, founding our own kingdom in the process. Yeah, sounds good. Alright then. Thanks once again, everyone, for checking out this episode of Ni No Kuni 2. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!